Hey pilots, welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales in my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchure Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League. So I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account. But it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle, because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to nearly the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. Let's start by introducing my hangar. We got Frick and Frack, my Death Button Raven, and my Russian Death Button Raven. And then we got the General, my beautiful Trident Fury. And then we got Reaper, my Avenger Bulwark. And then we got Buzzkill, my Spark Scorched Mender. The weapons are all at level 9 and the bots are at level 6. I'm currently an Expert 2, and it looks like I'm there pretty solidly. So we'll just keep it going. I'm going to call this battle Meat Grinder, and oh my gosh, is it a meat grinder. It's Carrier, you know how these go, so stick around guys, here comes a great battle. So I'll enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their epic song War. Perfect for this battle here guys. So I open up in the General. He's my Trident Fury. He can reach 600 meters down the wind there and start chipping away at Ansel shields and maybe take a couple of chunks out of any oncoming reds. From this little overhead here, I can get behind one of these little radar structure type things and pick away anyone who's going after the center beacon. You know, with the Carrier, the center beacon is really pretty much what everyone's trying to get. This is a 3-and-hold battle. It's hard to get past center, especially against a good formidable team. And when you're in Experts and Masters, everyone knows how to play. Good luck getting into their backfield. So really, it's a matter of just protecting the front field, getting center, and then coming back and maintaining. One of my biggest challenges on Carrier, and it's just me, it's a physical thing, whatever you want to call it, I'm colorblind. And that doesn't mean I don't see any color, but it does mean that when there's a very small variance of color, especially on maps like Carrier, I don't see whether I'm shooting at a structure or a bot. In fact, sometimes they're downright invisible to me. I just know I see a bunch of red arrows over there. I know my targets are over there, but when I'm shooting up in that direction, I kind of have to shoot based on where I think the structure is because of my knowledge of the map. But I don't really know if I'm hitting them or not until I start seeing things flash. If they don't flash, that means I'm hitting the structure and I need to adjust my sights a little bit. But like that guy, when he jumped up, I did not see him at all. I saw his little stealth, his red stealth indicator go up and down, but him, it was like invisible to me. That pursuer, don't see him. I see the flash of his report. I see his little red name, but he was invisible to me. Didn't see him at all. So when it comes to fighting on Carrier, I really have a kind of a disadvantage, other than, hey, that's okay. I'm not complaining, but that's my biggest challenge on Carrier. I don't usually have stellar games on Carrier because of that big thing there. I get picked off real easy like because of it. Because I think I'm shooting at someone I'm not, and then they sneak up on me, and I don't even see them coming. Oh, well, hey, enough of my problems. Let's get back to the battle. We are still up on beacons. They are coming back and threatening trying to take the center. And, well, there's a good example. I did not see that guy. Didn't see him at all. I just saw the flash, but by that time it was too late and he got me. So now I'm taking Frick. Frick is my Death Button Raven. I'm going to try to chip this guy away from the side there. He's tucked in real tight like, and now he's going to get me. I thought I had him, but I didn't. But he probably hit a module right at the right time there. And smart on him. Modules are a reality these days, guys. So, man, he's still just about there. Okay, he finally got him. So this is Frick, my Death Button Raven. And, oh, man, he just got splashed on up there. Oh! So now I'm going to take out Buzzkill. He's my Spark Scorch Mender. He buzzes, then he kills you. And so I'm going to take Buzzkill out and, again, shoot off in the direction I think they're at. But I might miss him because I can't tell if I have line of sight or not. But that's okay. It's still a game. And, oh, stick around. Okay, hit a module. Oh, not a module, but I hit his health mender. Yeah, and he was able to weather that storm. I tell you what, menders are awesome for that. But now Buzzkill's down to just limping along. He'll mend up again. But now he's down one weapon, and again, these are still squishy weapons, and I got squishy bots. So it's something that I've chosen to deal with. It makes it a big challenge for me. I don't always do really well in these higher end battles, and oh, there goes Buzzkill. So now I'm into Frack. Frack is my Russian Death Button Raven. He's the last bot. So now here's what I do. I've learned to deal with squishy bots. I basically play kind of loose but kind of conservative. When I get to this point in the battle, when we are up, we're not in a panic mode. Right now it's survival. Just stick around. Don't get mech'd out. You can't cap or kill when you're dead. So I gotta stay alive for my mates. Support them. Let them, I know that I'm in with other experts and masters. That means they've got level 10, level 11. They can do a lot more damage than I'm capable of, and they can absorb a lot more damage than I can. So rather than try to lead any charges, I'm simply going to be down here and try to group up and pair up with my mates and see if I can help support the cause, not try to overtake any of the reds. Just basically add to the firepower, to the focused firepower that are going off in that direction. And if I can do that right and stick alive, I can help my team get to a green banner. And there you go. There's the victory. Woo-hoo! What a meat grinder. Man. And it was great bots on both sides. We had a rock star on my team, that Alpha 02. Man, you carried us, brother. Thank you so much. Looks like I landed in third place. It looks like the lowest guy on our team, he might have lost connection because he had very low damage and no kills, no beacons. I'm guessing he lost connection. But that means we were fighting 5 guys against 6. So, hey, real big job on our side. Great. Good job on the Reds. It was a great battle. Great exhibition for both sides there, guys. Hey, if you see your name, thanks for the game. That was a whole lot of fun. Hope you learned something there, too. If you find yourself in over your head, make sure that you're not trying to lead the charges. Just stay back and support your team. Peace out, guys. We're going to call this battle Rules of Survival. Hang around for the show. You might learn something here, guys. Hey, enjoy my friends in the background and Status as they play their awesome song, Theta. It's one of my favorites, one of the first ones I ever started playing, and it really's got a great sound to it. I'll put a link to their website on on the description for this YouTube episode here. So, this is Springfield, and I have different ways of deploying bots depending on where we spawn. On this spawn point, when I spawn down in the valley, I like to open up with actually either Frick or Frack and jump up here and help guard this upper platform beacon. Essentially take it, and hopefully the other 4 mates are going after the center and be able to maintain that one. So with 2 people up here and 4 people down there, we usually do a pretty good job. But it looks like I don't know what's going on behind me there, but I'm kind of by myself, and I can't take on one-on-one, but 2 of us, we can usually do it. But my guy kind of left me there, and I wasn't able to take on that one. So now I'm taking the general. I'm taking him over to the left. I'm going to take him up above into the center platform, center beacon area, and maybe try to shoot across and support that beacon over there and see what's going on in the center. You know, the basic premise to domination is 3 and hold. Get 3 beacons that you can maintain and hold them. Usually it means you get into good positioning or formations where you're in somewhat of a guarded area, and then basically try to eliminate anyone from coming in and try to take the beacon that you're holding. And usually if you do it right, you don't need to be all over the field, just in certain strategic areas to protect that beacon. But you don't know what your mates are gonna do always when you're on a solo run like I do. So I'm trying to kind of go with the flow. I'm trying to survive though, and that's the name of this battle is Rules of Survival. Surviving is important because you can't cap or kill when you're dead. So, even though you don't know what your mates are going to do, try to make wise choices and compliment what they are doing, even if they're not doing what you think they ought to do. Like, I wouldn't go over there to their beacon over there to cap that one. You really don't need to. If you run it right and group up in packs, all you need to do is get 3 and hold. But we got no one over here at this beacon. We got a bunch of our guys going over to their spawn beacon, which is they're taking it back, and now we're basically gonna have all of our guys behind me over at our regular spawn beacon, all starting at the beginning again. Now they got to cross an entire battlefield to get back into position. If they had just held the beacons that we had, we wouldn't be so far out of position. So now I'm going to take Frack over here because there's a guy over there threatening our spawn point, kind of our upper spawn with Noah, and we got one guy over there, no one to help him. So now you got all of our guys that are out of position because they didn't go through a basic 3 and hold, which is a more conservative approach, but it also prevents you guys from getting spread thin. Now we're spread thin, and the Reds are actually getting a position where they could probably take it back if we don't do something real in a hurry like. So now it's me and my squishy little Frack, my Raven here. I'm going to try to hold this guy off, but I am not going to be able to take on this guy, even though, he doesn't have much health left. He's got an Ansel shield. And the way my, the way my pin Tulumbas work, they're not going to be able to take him out because his shield is always going to, his shield are always going to regenerate. So I'm never really going to have a good way to chip away at him. And all I'm trying to do is really stall. I'm stalling, hoping that one of my guys are going to come up here. Look we only have 1 blue beacon, and they have 4, and we're getting ready to lose our advantage here. I don't know where the rest of my mates are, but they're kind of way out of position. Now they have 2 or 3 bots up there, and they're going to take me out. So let's see where my guys are. They're all way up at that 1 beacon. I don't know why they're all up there. They should have been slowly crossing over to help over here this platform. They weren't doing that. I don't know why the slow, but that's the thing. If you don't survive right, if you don't follow the rules of survival, you may blow an easy win. So when you've got an opportunity to, get a 3 and hold advantage, take it and use it, and don't get out of position. Use the rules of survival. Don't just try to get crazy and get aggressive. You don't need to on this game. If you're playing free for all or something like that, it is all about getting damage. But when you're playing domination, do the smart thing. Rules of survival. Get your 3, get your hold it, get in a good position to monitor the beacons you're at, and we were able to re-liberate and get back in position, but we almost lost it there just by getting a little too aggressive. So always remember the rules of survival out there, and have a nice easy win in the future, guys. Hey, let's take a look at the pilots on both sides. Everyone did a good job. We have masters and experts on both sides, people that know what they're doing, and it's okay to be aggressive. Some people just like to play an aggressive battle, and that's okay. I'm more of a tactician when it comes to the way I play this game, and it usually works easy for me. That was kind of a tricky win. We were able to come back and take it, but we almost, didn't make it because we weren't following the rules of survival, guys. So, hey, if you see your name, thanks for the game. It's a good lesson. We did win it in the end, though, but hope you learned something there, guys. Peace out. I'm going to call this battle Bend, Don't Break. And there's a really good lesson here, guys, so watch all the way to the end so I can kind of talk you through it. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as I play their awesome song, November. It's got a really cool sound to it. And I'll have a link for their website on my YouTube page here on the description for this battle. So, this is Dead City. I take the general all the way over here to this berm over here to the right. I call it a berm. I don't know, wherever you want to call it. I can walk up to the top. I can take a good look at center. I can also back down here and support the spawn beacon in case anyone comes back there and tries to sneak attack it. Like we've got one going on their side too, and they had to go back and catch that guy. It's funny. It's kind of a mirror image of each other at the beginning here, but from up here, I can kind of monitor the center. I can pick off anyone going down into the center beacon, and I can take anyone off coming down to the side here. I'm kind of a blocker, if you will, too. No one's going to come down here and threaten this beacon with me here. Well, I should say no one. no one by themselves is going to. And by me kind of being a blocker here, not only does it kind of protect this beacon, but it kind of then allows the rest of my mates to go around and do other things, covert missions, go after center, maybe even threaten their other beacon at the other corner over there, opposite of where I'm at. So by having the general here, they call it camping. You call it whatever you want. For this battle, domination is all about tactics, positioning, formations. This is not free for all about who can do the most damage. This is not beacon rush, where you kind of want to get in and get to that beacon and see if you can kind of slowly cinch up the noose, if you will, around their neck by sending in a bunch of brawlers. Because once they die, they got to go all the way back to their spawn beacon here, their spawn area, if you will, and then start off again. So you really don't have to do a lot of running around. It is 3 and hold. At the same time, though, there is some posturing and some positioning that going on. And when you're all by yourself, when you're running solo and no one knows what anyone else is doing, we're all just kind of trying to support each other. Now, our teammates have done a really good job of getting 3 and hold, and it's kind of gone around in circles. The Reds have kind of spread around. They're trying to make basically a concentrated push toward the center, but we've done a really good job of kind of bending but not breaking. And that's kind of the point of this, is you bend but don't break. It's okay to lose once in a while, but if you go in there, if we were to rush into center and try to push on them too hard and get aggressive, what's going to happen is that we're going to expose ourselves, and when you get taken out, then you're going to go all the way back to your spawn area. And by doing that, it gives them a gap to fill in where you were. So you don't want to get crazy. You want to hold your spot, but you don't want to get aggressive. Again, you want to bend backwards if necessary, but don't break. Because as soon as you break, as soon as you die, now you're out of position. Because now you got to start all the way back from the spawn beacon, the spawn area, I should say. So always do your best to try to maintain and hold without getting too aggressive to where you die. And although people can call this camping, it's monitoring no one's coming threatening my beacon yet. So that's one beacon that our team hasn't had to worry about too much. I've been here kind of monitoring it. Now, let the general take it out. I kind of let him. He was getting taken out. I'm going to take Frick over here. Frick is my death button raven. I'm going to see if I can go after their general. They've kind of had a general up there too, and he's guarding that spawn beacon really, really well. And I thought maybe if I got over here, I might be able to take him out, but he's pretty formidable. And now you got 2 guys going over there, and I'm not going to be able to win a 2-on-1. The center beacon is still ours, and we're still winning. And I'm blocking this guy. Well, I'm frozen. I'm a target for this guy to pick off at. I'm gonna give another angle, get my guy an open shot at this guy while I'm doing that, and I'm just about taken out. But that's okay. I'm gonna hop back in here, see if I can take that guy out. I'm probably gonna get toasted here soon. And Frick is done. Now I'm gonna hop into Buzzkill. He buzzes, then he kills you. But we are down 3 beacons to 2, but the game is just about over. I'm going to run to the center, see if I can liberate this center. I don't think they have much of a shot. Although we're down on guys, we bet, but we didn't break. And we still have guys running around, and although they probably could have claimed that center, this guy didn't, and as a result, we had a nice easy victory there. So we bent, but we didn't break. And that's kind of how you do that one, guys. Here's the pilots on both sides. Look, we had a really good player on our side. He did a lot of damage, killed a lot of guys. Good job, guy. He was the one that went back there and threatened their spawn beacon at the very beginning. So he's a good, valid player. I appreciate those kind of tactics, distracting the Reds like that, pulling them out of position. That was an awesome job. Kind of a mirror image to what they did to us, but we survived this one, and we did really, really well. Good pilots on both sides. They actually did a lot of damage on their side too with all their pilots, but we just had the beacon advantage, and that was awesome. So hey, if you see your name, thanks for the game. I think there's a good lesson here for people who are watching and learning strategies and tactics. But there you go, man. Peace out. Take care, guys. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and are able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel almost daily, so please stop by when you're able and check out the fresh new material. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. If you like what you see, please tap on the red subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. It would also be helpful if you could make a comment about the video, whether it's an example of how the episode helped you, or maybe additional advice to help elaborate on the tactics I shared. or even constructive comments that'll help clarify something I might have missed. It's all good and greatly appreciated. Finally, this game is full of challenges and can create frustration for some who are simply trying to have fun with this awesome game. My goal is to provide you all with helpful information and help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone who you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep them blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Make sure you're having fun, though, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.